AllReasonNoLogic. Well, welcome to another fresh episode of Beyond All Reason with All Reason No Logic. Today, Pigz, armed with his Let's See How This Works approach, is challenging our usual commentary champion Praedyth, the guy who knows how to enjoy this game. Will Pigz' unpredictable tactics throw Prey into disarray, or will Praedyth's experience shine through? Either way, expect some serious mayhem. I'm Twigged, joined by Bruticus and Tank Tom, and we're ready to dissect every risky decision along the way.
The map we're on is Altair's Crossing. It is a quite resource abundant map for its size. You have two geos in the middle and an even distribution of mexes for both sides of the map. A few hills in there and plenty of trees for reclaim, so early resbot would be an excellent addition to your army to buff up that energy. Prey's opened up with a vehicle lab, Cortex commander, while Pigz has gone his typical armada commander with a bot lab.
Pigz look to be slightly slower off the mark, going with the wind turbines first over his mexes. I don't know if that'll necessarily make too much of a difference kind of this early in the game, but I'm sure we'll start to see who gets the upper hold in this first couple of minutes.
Well, it
We
looks
can
like
see that Praedyth's already got units on the way out.
Pigz has got a bot out, a construction bot is going into pawns. With that early energy over mexes, it looks like Praedyth has a roughly 100 metal advantage even after going a vehicle lab over a bot lab. So I think the early mexes has definitely paid off. It's going to be able to squeeze out a couple more units over over Pigz. And those incisors are definitely going to be pound for pound much stronger than one pawn.
Prey adding some LLTs into his build queue, knowing that Pigz almost always goes into a 5 or 10 pawn rush. But I don't know if he's going to do it this game. He doesn't quite have the energy to get these units out there on such a small map fast enough.
We can see Pigz is already pushing out the constructor to get more of those mexes. We need to make sure that he keeps his energy up to power those, otherwise the additional mexes aren't going to be producing more for him.
I'm liking what Pigz is doing here. He hasn't gone with his typical heavy pawn aggression. He's pumping out some rocket bots now. He's got 3 pawns in his base, 2 rocket bots, and another rocketeer on the way. Plus, he has 2 pawns guarding his constructor as it goes around, claiming more mexes.
We'll see an engagement coming together here shortly.
Prey's also expanding into the mexes, but instead he's going a twin guard in the mex spot. First engagement just kicked off. We've lost 1 pawn so far. Second one's going down. And only about 67% damage on that one incisor. With good micro and only a couple of pawns, Prey should be able to pick off these rocket bots quite quickly.
Like to see him go around the back of the base here.
So Prey's still trying to get vision on exactly what Pigz has got there. With that engagement, he could largely only see the units at the front.
Prey's done
but he
some
is
good
going to
damage.
find the mexes.
Yep. And he got the con. It's beautiful. He keeps kiting. The unfortunate thing with Prey's attack, going for those units instead of the base, Pigz has popped up an LLT over the reclaim now. There's not much reclaim, but at this stage of the game, 259 is a few more units. And then he's got the 46 down where those mexes were taken.
As you might have seen in a recent video, Prey likes to pound, and he's added a couple pounders to his queue. He's going 5 pounders, 5 incisors, Lasher for the view, and Wolverines for the distance attacks. So he's obviously going to that hard composition, looking to send this into the mid game and hoping to outscale Pigz on the eco, I think, now that he's got that constructor heading down south, and Pigz is yet to reclaim the mexes that he's lost.
Pounders coming out just in time to be available for this next engagement. The Rocketeers, it's good to see them coming out of Pigz so that he's actually got some range when he's coming into a base.
Prey's actually got a 2nd pounder just sitting up here as well, so he's and the 3rd one's rolled out of the factory now. So he could probably take this fight now and win. And Pounders should be able to beat them as long as he does a little bit of dancing to dodge.
Pig's actually not building in a radar yet, so I'd like to see after this is potentially won. Good healing by Prey, rotating out those units, but I'd hope to see that the units keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Praedyth up 14 to 11 metal. Energy's about even. I think there's an extra constructor on the field for Prey. No, they've both got 2. But one of them's not being microed by Pigz.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to see Pigz rebuilding that mechs on his side.
I'd like to see Pigz go and scout the mexes and see if he can get some raids off. There is a twin guard guarding them, but he doesn't know about that yet. So, but you know, going in for a raid, he might even be able to pick the mexes off before the pardon me, twin guard actually finishes the pawns.
I'd love to see a Resbot or 2 come out. They'd be able to eat that metal in the middle so that he can claim that, and they'd be able to support his energy production. There's a number of trees on this map.
Even just one Resbot would be a absolute champion for those trees. And buffer his energy production. Unfortunately, Pigz is building a bit of a clump with his energy.
Praedyth can't get the construction vehicle up on this hill.
I was just thinking he's probably reached about the maximum that he can with the units that he's got. Interesting to see if he builds a bot lab or something to be able to get constructors up on those hills.
Maybe he'll send the commander down. We shall see. Pigz he was 300 metal up overall, just thanks to all that reclaim, but it's slowly being clawed back by the fact that Praedyth has an extra, what is that, 6 metal coming in per second.
You can see Praedyth coming in with a fight command here.
That's one thing for the new people. It is very important to use those fight commands over the move commands in a lot of situations, because your units will just potentially fly on by something that they should be targeting and forget to attack it.
Pigz does have a radar up now, so we can see that engagement coming in.
I do prefer Pigz composition right now.
Yeah, Pigz has got the range advantage with only a Lasher and a Wolverine in the back as Praedyth's range complement. He's definitely outgunned there. And he's making the right move and pulling back, recognising that he cannot push into that.
I think too many pounders now.
This is where the speed disadvantage between the vehicles and the bots definitely comes into play. Trying to dodge things with vehicles, at least I find significantly more challenging than dancing with bots.
Yeah, absolutely. And pushing into Pigz's composition, Pigz has quite a few Centurions in there now, and Maces. So he definitely has some meat in his composition to deal with things
losing his constructor down on the bottom side there.
Is at least denied this hill. Although these
let's see what happens
get
here.
Through.
He's going to go for the twin guard.
He will get it too with that amount of pawns on the surround bonus.
Yep.
Praedyth definitely building a few too many slow units in my opinion.
Didn't like Pigz hugging that twin guard either. Keep a little bit of space to avoid the explosion.
And rather than lining up on one side, if you spread them evenly around, you'll get more damage out quicker onto the LLT.
And it's only a quick move too, just to do this, hold the move command and just do a circle around the unit that you want to surround.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you can get something on that other side. It'd be nice to see Pigz cleaning up, and it looks like he's doing that now on this bottom side, taking as many mexes as he can.
So we've got 3,000 metal in that army for Prey, and Pigz has also 3,000, just over 3,000. So that's actually quite even there with
the army values are very even.
Yeah.
Pigz is losing these units to the twin guard at the bottom, and Prey's about to come on round.
And there's nothing guarding that angle either. The LLT's from the other side of the base, so those incisors are going to have a field day.
Pig's seen that now.
Yep,
Hopefully
Rocketbot's moving in.
Pushes on through with the speed of those incisors. There we go.
I reckon he's going to be using these to see what's in there. And you can see he's doing a run by rather than trying to stop and kill anything particularly.
Unfortunately,
Annualities.
the wind turbines are line of sight blocking the rocket bots as well, although they're on the side
Now,
of the yellow.
Pigz has made a fatal error. He has thought, okay, Prey's coming in attack, I'm just going to send my units forward. But the Pounders, face to face with all those Centurions and, what are they called? The Maces, lost very quickly.
Mm-hmm. This is where Pigz needed to save the engagement until the rocket bots were back, so they could pick apart Pounders.
I reckon it'll save him.
Good D guns, down to 3%, one more bullet needed.
And it's that
There it
lasher
is.
though. That lasher's doing the job. 2 lashes in there.
Let's bring them back into the game. That was a nice and quick one, fast paced, quite fun.
Good engagements. Let me drag them back.
Looking at the statistics at the end there, so we've got damage dealt was relatively even. Praedyth just pulling ahead right at the end with that pounder engagement where it dealt a lot of damage. Definitely a missed micro by Pigz to just send units towards pounders. Probably would have liked to have seen him go around or just kite back and forth until he could get a more positive trade. Metal produced 2,000 more for Prey, and the energy produced was relatively even. Quick look at the graphs, quite even on the resources until just at the end with a bit more metal produced by Prey, sending those construction bots around, and damage dealt very even right up until that end as well. Prey and Pigz. It was a good game. Didn't know who was going to win it there. Did favour Pig's army probably about 3-4 minutes before the end. Prey, your army was quite slow. A lot of pounders. Now, what was the thinking behind a lot of pounders and not many other units?
Pounders suck to fight. It's that simple.
They do.
Like, you might be able to kite my pounders, but the time it will take you to kill them, I'll plow through your base.
Yeah.
Which is
point.
exactly what happened just there.
And the other one is, if you want to get my artillery, you got to go through my pounders. The only thing that Pigz could really have done there is just dance with his rocket bots and just slowly pick away at them.
Rocket bots are the right choice. 100% they're the right choice. And that's precisely why I sent a flanking attack around to put you on 2 fronts. And all I did was, once my units were behind you and in front of you, I grabbed all of my army and I fight moved to the very center. The moment I saw your comm, I sacked my entire army to go and fight your comm. As long as I was dealing damage to your comm, I didn't care.
Yeah.
We did like the guns at the end there.
They're great D guns, absolutely great D guns. But I just calculated that I had enough firepower to kill your comm.
Yeah, unfortunately, even if that last pounder went down, there was those 2 lashes sitting there, and they could have kited the comm just enough to finish the job.
And I was sending my comm in to fight him too.
And Pigz, you had a little army of pawns go around down the bottom. They did clean up the first dual laser tower, the twin guards. Then when you come across the second one, you decided to engage it. Do you ever think maybe to avoid the towers so that you can do a bit more damage?
I just sent them down. I just
flight command.
Yep.
That answers the question.
They weren't micro. If I'd have seen it, I went back and I thought, oh, they're dead.
That's fair enough.
I hadn't expected. What I should have done is just left the original one because it was there sat on its own and it was doing nothing. So I could have just said, just leave it there and go for the. Obviously, because I was going for the mechs really, and there was none up there anyway. So I should have just gone back. And but obviously I was concentrating on other things as well. And once I saw one of them, I thought, oh, here we go again. I should have even worked out what was coming anyway. But I need to I need to do small rocket bots. I didn't have enough.
Yeah, they were good. Anyway,
I
that's
was creating them, but there wasn't enough. There wasn't enough there to push it back even further. There was only half as much as I really should have had.
Yeah, you did a critical mass to beat
Centurions,
pounders with rocket bots, and they can win. I've seen them win.
They outrange. They outrange and they outspeed.
That's it. So you just need a micro constantly if you're against pounders, and if you can turn the pounders around, their turrets take it as long to turn around, and you can throw through a few more rockets in their ass at the same time. But yeah, a good game, quick game.
Centurions would have done better.
And
anyway.
Yeah, we'll wrap that one up there. If you like that video, please like and subscribe. We love the subscribes. It encourages us to throw more content out there for all of you guys and girls to watch. And make sure you join our Discord, if you'd like to leave a replay, there is a replay section in our Discord that we can comment on, and we'll commentate to, I should say. And also we host games 3 times a week if you'd like to join in any of those. Thank you for watching.
Have a great day.
Catch
See
you
you
next
guys.
time.
Bye for now.